if anything is possible, then why aren't all kinds of other things falling into place? Possible. Now, this is actually the word that I picked to define my year. This is something that I started doing. Well, really, I started doing it with Liza once we got married. We chose words throughout the year to kind of define what it is that we wanted that year to embody. I think it's a fantastic touch point that when you pick one word for your year, it's something that you can come back to. It's something that you can measure experiences and opportunities by. Last year, I chose the word ease to define my year. I was creating a business, a service-oriented business, and what I really wanted to do was connect with people and help them find ease in their businesses. And so my focus was technology, and a lot of people have difficulty figuring out how to connect email lists and how to grow audiences and how to set up sales funnels and kind of all these different things. And for me, those types of things have always just flowed easily. And so I really got to embody that sense of ease in my business. But at the same time, that sense of ease also really kind of transferred over into my life, my marriage, my family, the fun that we had. And so when an opportunity or a decision came up that needed to be made, Liza and I would often just look at what was going on and say, well, what would create ease in this moment? Really ended up having a lot of fun because of that, and interestingly, or not interestingly, we ended up with a lot of ease in a lot of places, and so it was really fun. So I'm excited about this word possible. I am also a little bit hesitant, I think, because I've got some of my own resistance around, well, if anything is possible, then why aren't all kinds of other things falling into place? And so those things, I think, are really important to recognize that that's really part of simply being human. That when you say, I'm going to do something new, or I'm going to look at something different, we have all kinds of ideas that kind of flood in opposition to that sometimes. And when that happens, you can write them down. You can just see what they are. You can entertain them a little bit, and then just look at, is that truthful? For me, I really like the idea of possible, of this question that says, if anything is possible, what is it that I'm going to do right now? I think especially in business, it can be in relationships too, but often there's a lot of fear that holds us back from things. I know that's been true of myself, and that when you step into a situation, and if you envision or believe that the outcome, maybe a couple of months, maybe a year, maybe a couple of years, is going to work out, that you're going to achieve what it is that you want. If you were to come at things from that perspective, you really do get to show up in a very different way. Take, for instance, if I said I wanted to grow my audience of, whatever number that is, it's certainly possible. And when I start operating from the sense that says, yeah, absolutely, I'm going to have that many downloads, or I'm going to have this big of an audience, or that many subscribers, or that many reviews, or whatever it might be, I then get to operate out of a place that says, okay, if that's going to happen, are there things that I can do to better facilitate that happening? Can I reach out to people? Can I connect with other people and kind of do cross promotion? Is there an audience out there that I can connect with somebody, and this information, this content would really benefit them, and that they could then share that with their audience? When you come at where you want to be, just from a slightly different perspective, all kinds of opportunities and ideas really will start to flow in, and it really ends up being fun. And so when you are in a place of figuring out what that word for you might be, or if you're looking at what it is that's possible for you, my encouragement is just to have fun. When you have fun, it often takes away that edge of fear, that underlying current that says like, oh, it's got to be afraid. If you just choose to have a little bit of fun, you'd be surprised at how things will start to really kind of flow in your favor. I think it is important to look at the word possible and to recognize that possible doesn't necessarily mean immediate. It's especially based on what you believe and how do you interact with the world around you. There is all kinds of things that can happen. You look at, a seed for any kind of a plant or a tree, a little acorn drops in the ground. That little acorn has all kinds of potential, all kinds of possibility. It's not going to grow a, 60-foot oak tree anytime soon, but over years and years, it's going to do it. It is certainly possible for a tiny little acorn to become something massive. And so when you step out into possible, just recognize that it can take time. It also can happen very quickly. the more you open yourself up, the more fun that you have, the more that you step into that place that says, if this had already happened, what are the types of things that I would be doing? You'll find that time speeds up quickly, and it just isn't really enjoyable. As you head into your day today, you take the word possible and you find opportunities, and you find excitement, and you find just little places in your life where you recognize that something that you want, something that you desire, it really is possible. Open yourself up to it, have fun, and have a fantastic day.